99X, it's Barnes and Leslie. You know, we have a lot of money. We can't keep it. We're going to give it to you. The $1,000 show quiz showdown is right around the corner. Would you like to play? We'll ask you 10 questions about our show. If you get it right, get all 10 of them in 1 minute, you will win $1,000 from gettingthering.com. The only way you can play is to go sign up right now at 99x.com. Do it! Let's get an instant request going after Sleaze. What do you want to hear? 7777. 470. Where'd I get the 77?
You giving out somebody else's phone number?
Yeah, I'm giving out your home line. No. 470-741-9999. That is the number you text your request, and we'll play it right after Sleaze, presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Breaking news about Dave Coulier from Full House. He has stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
What?
He said, I went from I had a little bit of a head cold to I have cancer. Yeah, he was in his doctor's office. The doctor called him back in and said, we wish we had better news for you, but you have lymphoma. It's called B-cell, and it's very aggressive.
What's weird is 2 days ago, the Today Show was doing this big tease about how Dave Coulier was going to come on and share some important news. And I thought that was like, what would that be? Why would they promote?
Yeah, why would you tease somebody having, something as serious as this? He's staying very positive.
Man, that is strange. What a weird way to deliver that news. So sorry to hear that.
Barnes, I need to know what you think about this story. Residents in Perugia, Italy, where student Meredith Kircher was murdered in 2007, have expressed outrage as filming for Hulu's Amanda Knox series began in the city. Now, it is being executive produced by Amanda Knox herself, of course, telling the story of her wrongful conviction and 16-year battle to clear her name. Local residents displaying banners reading in English, "Respect for Meredith," as cast and crew members arrived to start production. The mayor issued a letter apologizing to citizens for allowing the filming, citing a desire for control over the scenes. I wouldn't want... If I were Amanda Knox, I'm not going back there.
No, and all those people, they do not like her.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that's a tough one to go and film. I mean, you could have faked somewhere else to do it just to keep the community, calm.
I think it's a bad choice. Sean Combs' legal team have filed a new motion for bail, claiming that recent evidence supports a consensual relationship between Diddy and an alleged victim. Just a month after being denied bail for the second time, his attorneys are pushing for his release ahead of his May 5th trial. I'm sorry. Really? Charges including racketeering, sex trafficking, using transportation to engage in prostitution. That's just not going to happen. I guess you can't blame them for trying, but still. Do you know what the name of his private jet is?
Diddy's?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Private jet now available for charter. This is awful. Known as Love Air.
Oh, man. They're so out of money. Now they're chartering his plane while he's in jail.
It's a Gulfstream G550 private jet now open for charter services out of Southern California.
That's a big boy jet. And do you think that this will be televised? Do you think we'll get a televised trial at all with him?
Yeah, well, you know what'll happen. It'll be like the largest thing ever.
Oh, ever. But I just don't see him getting out of jail.
Ever. Yeah.
Deep.
I agree. We seem to have a lot of celebrities apologizing lately, Barnes. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has addressed reports of his alleged bad behavior on the set of his upcoming film, Red 1. According to Johnson, he is indeed late to set, but not as frequently as reported. He also confirmed that he pees in bottles to save time during filming. Do you do that, Barnes?
No, I actually go to the bathroom. You see football players do it all the time on the sidelines.
Yeah. His co-stars and collaborators have come to his defense, saying that he is a professional and courteous member of the crew.
I always wonder what these star athletes on the sidelines, it's one thing if they have to pee in the bottle, and you see people with towels, they come around them and they cover them up. What if they've got to go number 2? What do they do? That's a long way to get to the bathroom.
Do you get a hall pass?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
You're not going to pause the game.
We should look up the rules for that.
I guess you time it out so you don't have to go. What if the star quarterback's like, bro, I got to go, and then he's just gone for 10 minutes?
I would like to know that.
Just curious.
Speaking of The Rock, he talked about his dad in an interview with GQ magazine. He was asked about his complicated relationship with his father and then losing him suddenly.
My dad, he's walking in the clouds now. And I think when he was around, my perspective on this was different. And we had still a contentious, kind of complicated relationship when he was alive. And it would be loving, it would be complicated, loving, complicated. It would vacillate back and forth all the time. So when he dies suddenly 4 years ago and you don't get a chance to say goodbye, you don't get a chance to write the that you want to write, meaning make it right, you look at things differently. And now it's like anybody who loses somebody and you're like, man, the I used to be upset about, it's really not that important. So while you still have your dad around, take advantage of that time.
That's a tough one, man. If you've had like that.
Never knew about that.
Yeah, tough relationship, and then all of a sudden it's like it faces you like it's almost over and you haven't reconciled.
Let's lighten things up a bit, Barnes. Sexiest man alive, John Krasinski? Yeah, here he is humbly accepting this honor.
Hey everybody, this is John Krasinski, and no, this is not a dream. I have been named People's Sexiest Man Alive.
What is happening?
Zero thoughts, other than maybe I'm being punked. That's not how I wake up usually thinking, is this the day that I'll be asked to be Sexiest Man Alive? And yet, it was the day. You guys did it. You guys really raised the bar for me. I did tell Emily, and she was very excited. There was a lot of joy involved. But I do think it's going to make me do more household chores, but I'm willing to take the cons with the pros, to be honest with you. I think after the cover comes out, she'll be like, all right, that means you're going to really earn it here at home. My brothers will probably wonder how this is possible for years to come. And luckily, we'll go right into Thanksgiving, so we can just jump right in and talk about it right away.
Man, you never hear anything negative come out of Leslie Fram's mouth. And in the first Sleaze, when she announced that, I was shocked that you were just repulsed by it, it sounded like.
Not repulsed. I like John. I never thought of him as sexy. Where's my Glenn Powell? Now, do you know who Benny Blanco is?
No.
Benny's a producer and a songwriter. He also dates Selena Gomez. He's actually in People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. Selena wrote, "Not only do you love me unconditionally, you always get me my Taco Bell Mexican pizza." Yeah, here is Benny talking about how ghosting people is just wrong.
Really just totally ghosting someone? I've never done that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You have to be demonic. Like, to fully ghost someone? No, I don't want to ghost anyone. I always think whenever I'm doing anything like that, I'll think about my mom and I'll say like, oh, I want to treat this person like I would treat my mom and how I'd want someone to treat my mom. Especially if you're a guy, we're disgusting. Everything, like no one should even look at us. But if we can cook them food and just tell her she looks pretty. Tell her how pretty she is. Try to make her try to be like chivalrous. Chivalry's not dead.
And ghosting is like so commonplace now, it's not even funny.
It's awful.
It's everywhere.
So thank you, Benny Blanco. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.